Journalist Stephen Bergen is standing by in Barcelona, where, as I say, they're expecting more torrential rain. Welcome back, Stephen. Tell us what's going on there.
In Barcelona, well, it stopped raining for the time being. No rain is forecast until tomorrow morning. But the airport, as you said, is still barely functioning because of a torrential rain that we had this morning. And one of the main access roads to the city, the south of the city, is underwater and also unusable. There have been no trains today. We got an alert at about 10:30 this morning telling people to work from home if possible, to avoid journeys, and many schools were closed. But at the moment, it's gloomy, but it's not raining, and things, I think, may get back to normal by tomorrow. But as we've seen with this weather, it can change very suddenly and violently, so no one's taking anything for granted.
OK, looking back at last week's disastrous flooding in Valencia, people there are angry about the authorities' inadequate response. Now, the politicians seem to be blaming each other.
Yes, I mean, it was disaster heaped upon disaster. I think we generally agreed that the response has been inadequate and incompetent. And the person who had responsibility for it, Carlos Mazón, the president of Valencia, has come out today and said it's not his fault. First, he blamed the central Spanish government for not calling an emergency when, in fact, it was up to him to do that. And then he blamed the water authorities for playing down the danger, which they've denied, and they say that it isn't. All they do is supply information, and it's to the government to issue the alert, which, as you know, was not issued until 12 hours after the weather people had warned that this was coming. So unfortunate to see this, this disaster has brought out the best in Spanish people, and we've seen the tens of thousands of volunteers going to help, and it's brought out the worst with this petty squabbling of the politicians.
Just tell us what's going on in Valencia at the moment. What sort of shape are they in? Well, they're still lacking essential services like water. Food is scarce, or its supply is erratic. So a lot of people are still without electricity. We still don't really have a precise figure on how many people are missing because of a general lack of coordination. And the clear-up is beginning, but the clear-up is going to take a very long time and requires this is not something that the volunteers can do. It requires heavy machinery to move the cars, to repair the bridges. We will be seeing this going on for several weeks and months. OK, thank you, Stephen. That's journalist Stephen Bergen in Barcelona.